Hello everyone, it's another guild tactics video from me, so I'll get straight to it and I'm going to talk about the second boss in the Terror City Endless Springs, which is Sulong. And with this we're going to have a 2 tank, 3 healer and 5 DPS setup, and it has a 10-minute enrage. I'm just going to have put a note there that this is exactly like Raid Finder. Of course the damage is higher, but this mimics Raid Finder a lot, so most people should generally know what they're doing. Right then, let's get straight to it. Well, as we know, this boss has a day phase and a night phase. And the day phase, of course, includes us healing the boss, and the night phase includes us damaging the boss. So I'm going to talk about the night phase first. Right, so as we know, it starts with the night phase first, and with this, there's only a few things we need to remember. The first point is for the tanks. Sulong will cast Shadow Breath, and every time that's casted, it will leave a debuff on you that makes you take more shadow damage. So once that happens, the tanks need to swap. Also, the tanks need to make sure that they're not facing the boss near the raid, because we don't want that debuff going on anybody else. So that's what you just need to take care that you're swapping when you need to. The next ability, as we should all know, is Nightmares, and this is where we see kind of big massive purple circles on the floor, and if you're still in them after a certain time, they will fear us. So we need to make sure that we're spaced out and that we're not causing other people to fear and getting in the tank's way. The last thing is the Sunbeam, which we use to remove our debuff. That's our stacking debuff throughout the fight. Now, the Sunbeam, what we don't want is having everyone do it at the same time. One, because it doesn't last as long, because the more times it's used, it will disappear after a certain point. So what we're going to do is split the raid into 3 teams, and what we'll do is with these 3 teams is give them a number of stacks that they'll clear at. So team 1 could be given 12 stacks to clear on, team 2 could be given 15 stacks to clear on, and team 3 will be given 17. But this will be you will be told this in the raid. But that's how we're going to combat, making sure that not everyone gets feared in the Sunbeam, and making sure that people aren't using it too much. So that is the night phase. Right, so now we've got the day phase. And on this phase, small ads will appear and we'll need to kill them. And they'll appear surrounding the boss just like in Raid Finder. And we'll need to split our DPS team up to kill them. Reason we need to kill them is when they get to the boss, they'll explode and cause damage. And that's the exact opposite that we want to do. Because, of course, in this phase, our mission is for the healers to heal the boss up to 100 to end the fight. The next thing we need to remember is a large ad will spawn. And the tanks need to make sure they get the large ad in front of the boss. When the large ad dies, the little ads will spawn, which we need to AoE down and kill them ASAP. These ads need to be turned away from the raid and make sure that no DPS or anyone goes in front of them, because they will heal people in front of them as well. So they are quite awkward, but we need to make sure that we kill them. We will dedicate 1 healer to dispel terrorize off Sulong, and then the other ones will dispel the other people affected by terrorize in the raid. But 1 healer, you will be told who you are in the raid, of course, will be told to just dispel Sulong. Of course, on this fight, we want to keep up as much healing on Sulong at all times, and that is while healing the raid. But when she casts Sun Breath, it will give us a healing buff for 6 seconds. Now, of course, then we want to be being efficient and getting our heart starts or whatever we need to get on her. I am asking all healers, please work out with your class how to get the most efficient healing you can get out of 6 seconds. As I say, I play my priest and I will be doing that myself, but I want to see every other healer doing that, because I want to see us being as productive as possible with this buff and getting as much as we can out of the day phase. So, as I say, this fight is really, really similar to Raid Finder. It ends whenever we heal it to 100% or kill to 0%. So there's not a lot you need to remember. It's all about just using your common sense, not standing in silly places, not panicking when things go wrong, and making sure that we're doing we're not just AoEing willy-nilly damage-wise, that we're doing the right damage to kill the ads in the right places at the right times. So that's it. I hope that's been helpful, and see you guys soon. Bye.